I'd like to remind the both of you of your time limits for each answer. Senator Harold, the next question is for you. We've been hearing a lot about the upcoming flu season and the possible tragic epidemic it will bring. If elected president, what will you do to ensure the health and safety of the American population, young, old, and in between?
You know, John, that is a great question. This country is in a moment of extreme peril. What we need now is a new America. When I am president, America will be put back on track. Thank you, John.
Mr. President.
She didn't answer the question. She keeps telling us that we are in a moment of peril and we need to be put back on track. She hasn't explained to us what that means. The numbers being flung around about the expected flu deaths are actually lower than the average number of people that die from it each year.
So it's okay for Americans to die?
You know I didn't say that.
Please, this is a mediated debate with rules you must follow.
He doesn't care about the rules. If he cared about the rules, he wouldn't have forced the Rodriguez-Tarantino Act through Congress.
What? That act created 2 million jobs, eliminated the deficit, decreased crime, and it helped the environment.
But at what cost? This is ridiculous, John. He's trampling all over my answer.
It was my turn to respond.
I've had enough.
I'll protect you, Mr. President.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. in the big city, and you're listening to WDUH, your source for news on the FM dial.
Listen carefully to what I say. It's getting close to your judgment day. Don't waste your life over impiety, 'cause what you get isn't always what it seems. So take some time to figure out what's causing you all of this doubt. Don't be afraid to seal your fate. Get on your knees, don't hesitate. Take what you wanted from me. The rest will come so easy.
In other news, this year's flu season is reaching record proportions. The flu usually reaches its height in December or January. This year, hospitals started seeing hundreds of patients in October. The death toll is expected to be upwards to 30,000 people this year. Federal health officials are urging all citizens to get vaccinated as soon as possible. In national news, the presidential race is becoming extremely heated as it comes down to the wire. As you know, the elections are in just a couple of weeks, and it looks like we might just have our first Madam President.
It will take more than one person to set this country straight. It will take an army. I am the person to lead that army.
Willie Shepard, the evangelical leader with millions of followers, has come out in support of Lilith Harold.
God has shown me how to save this country. He has delivered us Lilith Harold. She is the Mother Mary of our time.
Platinum-selling pop star Evelyn turned 17 today.
On the occasion of my 17th birthday, I just want to thank God and my mother for putting me where I am today. Without their aid, I would just be another lost child with no direction.
Last night, on the national news with John Fuller, Evelyn announced the creation of a charity for wayward teens. You're listening to WDUH, your source for news on the FM dial.
The time has come to elect our first woman president.
Friends, the time has come for us to band together in Jesus' name.
It is time for a new revolution. It is time for a new president. It is time for the mother of all of our solutions. It is time for the country to be in the hands of someone that loves it and its people. It is time for a new America. Vote Lilith Harold and know you are in loving hands.
So, how've you been? It's been a week since I've seen you. Tell me, what has happened since we last met?
Well, I met this girl at church on Sunday. She was beautiful. She had a great smile. She was smoking hot. We tried talking to each other, but I couldn't give her my full attention. I kept getting distracted by all the noise and people. It was just too busy there. I wanted to go with her somewhere quieter, where it was easier to breathe.
Good evening. I'm John Fuller. First tonight, the influenza epidemic. Reaching record proportions, at least 75 people have died this week from this deadly strain. The Center for Disease Control is expecting upwards of 30,000 people to die from it this year. Federal health officials are urging everyone to be vaccinated as soon as possible. Here is Justin Weiner from the CDC.
Having closely monitored these very dangerous strains of influenza prevalent in the United States this year, we highly recommend getting vaccinated. We are not sure where this strain originated, but we are urging everyone to get vaccinated as soon as possible, as this particular strain is even proving fatal to those who have been in good health. Without a vaccination shot, you are highly likely to die.
We here at National News are joining the efforts to bring these flu shots free of charge to most major cities. Check our website for more details at www.nationalnews.com.
Mr. Jones, the doctor will see you now.
In the presidential race, Lilith Harold has taken a strong lead with what she calls her revolutionary army.
I want to thank the women senators that put this together today. They are our generals, pulling our troops together to win this battle, the battle for the presidency. We will oust this male-dominated boys' club that has halted our country's growth. We will have a regime change.
Some strong words for a strong person pushing for a new America. In other news, evangelical preacher Willie Shepherd has just announced a joint venture with pop idol Evelyn today.
Thank you, friends. As you know, Evelyn is a wonderful role model for our precious children. We shall expand on that.
Sir? Sir? Sir, the doctor will see you now.
So it sounds like you started a great new relationship with this girl.
Yeah, we really hit it off. I spent the whole day with her. We get to know each other real well. When I'm with her, she calms me and puts me at ease. When I look into her eyes, I forget where I am. When we touch, I feel like nothing can harm me. Just being with her makes me feel like I can do anything.
What does she do?
She's a nurse.
Oh? Tell me more, please.
In fact, she actually convinced me to get a flu shot. Doc, I'm not a big fan of needles.
Don't fret, this will not hurt a bit. Trust me, you're not done.
Where am I?
Don't worry, my son. You are not alone.
Are you who I think you are?
You are now my disciple.
But am I ready?
You are ready. You will do my bidding.
What do you want from me?
I need you to take care of some wayward children.
What do you mean?
Eradicate the fascists!
How?
You will know!
But
Do not question me!
in fact, the shot made me a little sick. I called in at work the next day. I spent most of the day watching TV.
Hello? Hello? This is your mother. I've tried calling you for a couple of days. Why haven't you called me back?
Yeah, it's a machine. Leave a message.
Hey, it's Bob. The boss is looking for you. Where are you? Call me.
Eradicate the fascists!
It takes an army.
The time has come for us to band together. Band together.
New America.
Eradicate the fascists!
Army.
Trust me.
Band together.
New America. New America.
Army, army, army.
Welcome to the National News. I'm John Fuller. First tonight, evangelical leader Willie Shepherd and pop idol Evelyn have revealed their first project together. It is a magazine aimed at teens. Their hope is to convert millions of her fans into their followers.
We are proud to announce our first venture. We call it Converge.
This shows what I can really give to the world.
This is the first of many projects that the duo will be working on together. Sources tell us that all types of media are game. They are currently looking at television programming and feature films. On the political front, the great Lilith Harold continues to make waves as she pushes forward with her plan for a new America.
Our country is in a moment of great peril. We must reform a new America. A new America where our children are mothered by the government. A new America where the powerless will be empowered, the youth inspired to serve, and the elderly put in their places. I am that person to mother this great country. I will put America back on track. But I need you, the foot soldiers, to bring this about. Yes, I mean you.
Eradicate the fascists!
It takes a new
Time has come
army.
for us to band. Eradicate the fascists!
Army. You are the one.
You are the one.
You are the one.
Lord, lead us not into temptation, but lead us into the new America.
That shot really wore me down. But I had to get back to work.
What is it you do again?
I'm a headhunter. I travel around the country. It's all about placement. Taking people in high places in one position and placing them where they really should be.
Oh, that's right. Go on.
Well, I had a series of business trips lined up. That shot wasn't going to slow me down. I wouldn't let it. Too many people were scheduled, and I did have a job to do.
My job took me all over the country.
You better learn how to treat everybody, but you got to go down. Got to go down. You better learn how to treat everybody. Got to go down. Got to go down. Ashes and ashes and dust and dust. Life you living won't do the trust. You better learn how to treat everybody, but you got to go down. Some of you people don't realize that. Taking the world by storm. Don't even know how to treat your family. Doing all kind of ways. Living all kind of lives.
Imani, Imoja, Guinesu.
We want Americans to know that Namibia is behind your president.
Serafina, Kumbaya.
Your current president has done so much for us and for many nations of this world.
Sabella, Imojo.
Therefore, we are giving him our official endorsement. That son of a bitch just shot me.
You better learn how to treat your husband. Got to go down. Call the folks to get killed.
Traveling was a bitch. I went from D.C. to New York to Kansas City with that shot wearing me down.
God said you better learn how to live for your children. Got to go down. Got to go down. You better learn how to live for your children.
This job was never easy. I have so many obstacles. Sometimes it seems like I have to go through a bunch of secretaries just to get to the big guys.
Got to go down. And you're traveling through the world.
I lucked out in Kansas City. I was able to get through 2 with 1 shot.
God said you better learn how to treat your companion. Got to go down. You better learn how to treat your companion. Got to go down. Got to go down. Ashes and ashes and dust to dust. Life you live won't do the church. You better learn how to treat your companion. Got to go down.
Sometimes I just don't know who I'm going to run into.
The man is a drunker, and will drink liquor sometime and cut up and raise sand. If you come and down your house, you got to carry before the law. When God said it, when you could suggest things your own self, God said you better learn how to treat that drunker. Got to go down, got to go down.
Other times I get really lucky and run into someone I'm looking for.
Got to go down, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. The life you're living won't do the church. You better learn how to treat that drunker. Got to go down.
Anyway, it was a long, tiring day. The next day was busy again.
Suspected terrorists ran rampant yesterday with violent deaths of over 5 scattered political figures. So many assassinations in just one day. There is even a rumor of a lone assassin, or this being the work of 2 in carefully plotted conjunction. If it was just 1, or 2, it would be nearly impossible for anyone to travel across the country that quick in such a brief period of time without significant assistance from someone in the travel industry. There's been no word on suspects. Finally, a reminder for everyone, get your flu shots.
Listen carefully to what I say. It's getting close to your judgment day. Don't waste your life over impiety. 'Cause what you get isn't always what it seems.
How do you expect to get Lilith Harold elected president? The current president is a national hero with such a high popularity rating. He's been one of the most successful presidents in modern times. Unemployment is the lowest it's been in decades. The economy is booming. For God's sake, he brought peace to the Middle East.
Oh, ye of little faith. Come here, you''t got to see this.
It's been a week since I've seen you. Tell me, what has happened since we last met?
Well, I met this girl at church on Sunday.
is a success. He doesn't remember a thing.
Now you kept on a betting that the dice wouldn't pass. Winter caught you broken hungry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have to apologize. The receptionist is feeling rather beat. I think she might be taking care of the flu and a bit tied up.
I'll be kind to you. Drop down, daddy, and rock away my blues.
I have heard so much about you lately. You've gained much notoriety. You're all over the papers and TV.
Yeah,
Is it true?
most of it.
Well, I'm glad you chose to see me. How are you feeling? You must not know what to feel.
A lot has happened. My life has certainly changed.
I bet it has. Everyone is talking about you.
Me. Just some guy.
Just some guy? That's not how the papers put it. You're the topic on everyone's lips. I can't pass a newsstand without seeing your face.
You know how the media can be.
I sure do. I get interviewed all the time and...
That's how I heard about you.
Well, let's get started.
Sure.
Let's start at the beginning. How was your childhood?
My childhood? Nothing unusual. There's no reason to go back that far.
I'll be kind to you. Drop down, daddy, rock away my blues.
In fact, most of my life was pretty normal. Yeah, pretty normal life until that day.
If the media took your story for a spin, what really happened?
It was like any other day. I got up early for work.
What do you do?
I'm a headhunter.
Okay.
I got up early because I needed to stop by my stockbroker's office.
Oh, so you were a client there?
Yeah, longtime client. Great people. I needed to update some things, so rather than do it online, I thought it would be easier to go into the office. Well, it wasn't.
Diversify, diversify, diversify.
I know. You've told me that a million times.
You stand to lose a lot if you don't diversify your portfolio. Your wife and kids will not appreciate it.
I know.
So how's your mother-in-law doing?
She's okay now. The wife and kids are there.
Triple bypass?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear she's doing okay. Yes, what is it?
I'm sorry to bother you, Ned.
It's okay.
I think you should know about this. That's all. Do you remember Alphonse?
How could I not?
Well, he's back. And he's not too happy.
Can you excuse us?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. It's difficult to talk about.
That's okay. Take your time. I understand.
I've known Ned since college. He really is a good guy. A great family man. He tried to do the right thing for everyone.
Death! Death to all opposers! We need help right away. Send the police. There's a lunatic with a gun. Hello? Hello? Hello?
You! Over there! How about this one? Leave him for me. I will check the other offices. Is there anyone else here? Can you hear me? Are you finished? Let's get this over with.
Yeah, that's it. I knew I had to do something, but what?
I had heard you had some training.
Training?
Move it! Move it! Move it! Y'all yellow bells will be dead by now if them towelheads were after you!
I did learn a few things, but mostly how to discriminate.
Move it, slowpoke! I'll make a man out of you yet! Move it! Roll! Hurry up! Move it! You call that a push-up? Damn it, boy, that ain't no push-up! This right here is how you do a push-up!
You turned me in. I have to report any transactions made from your country, but I'm gonna have to do a few things myself. Who's in charge?
I am.
Answer! I am! Shut her up! Okay, here's the deal. Ned has pissed me off, so I'm gonna use all of you as examples. Now, I'm not gonna fool you. Probably gonna kill every single one of you except for one, and it's pregnant bitches too, so it won't be her. Are there any volunteers? As I was saying, are there any volunteers to be the first to die? Okay, so we'll let the police decide. They should be here any minute. I saw that stupid woman. Called them a few minutes ago. Right on time.
I remembered my cell. I thought maybe I should just hide and wait. But they were expecting the police. It sounded like they wanted the cops there. Then I had an idea.
We have you surrounded. Come out now, and no one will get hurt.
Liar! Get up! Get up! Come on! Come on! I told you. I told you he lied. He said no one would get hurt, huh? Huh? Yeah. You scared? Okay. As I was saying, this has nothing to do with you personally. You picked a shithole of an office because of my friend Ned here. So if there's anyone you want to blame, he's your man. I'm offering my gun to anyone who will take care of him right now. Are there any takers? Good. We came on a good day here. Lots of infidels to take care of.
One down. I knew that this wouldn't kill him, but at least it would put him out of commission.
Abbas. Abbas. Are you okay?
Tripped.
So, that did not sound like my brother.
I killed him. Did not mean to. But then again, maybe I did. I guess those years with the Valiant Farmers paid off.
How do you feel about it?
I didn't think twice.
And now?
I would do it again.
Well, I'm sure you started something.
I sure did.
Who the hell are you? An American. Show your face, or the baby gets it. Shoot her and you die. That's okay. I plan on dying today. I will be a martyr, and all will know my cause.
Your cause? I don't care what your cause is, you won't be a martyr.
I will tell you.
No, you won't.
Excuse me?
There are 4 of us left. Ned, Mary, you and me. You and I have guns. If you shoot her, you will die. She's a good woman.
She shouldn't die. Ned's a good man. He shouldn't die. Me? Well, I'm not so good. Since I have a gun, I'll probably be the last to die. Even if you tell me what you're here for, I won't repeat it to anyone. Make something up. I'll tell them I was your child. You were insane.
Stop!
Shut up, Ned. This is between us now. Maybe that was your child. You came in for revenge.
No one would believe you.
Not believe the last witness?
My friend, you may not be here to be the last witness.
I don't know why I shot him in the arm. I knew better. Ned would probably still be alive today if I would have shot to kill. You know, I think that's part of the problem with this country. We don't shoot to kill. There are people who want to do the right thing, but never follow through. And then the corrupt come in and take advantage of the innocent.
A comment on society?
I'm sorry, I just get so frustrated sometimes.
No. Go ahead.
Anyway, Mary was okay.
We're okay.
We're coming in!
How did you know that the baby was his?
Wow. Will you excuse me for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
In other news, officials say the flu will not be as bad as originally expected.
A breaking story. Charges of election fraud have been brought up against President-elect Harold and her daughter. In a related story, renowned psychiatrist Dr. Mallard and oft-quoted Dr. Xavier have been brought up on similar charges. More on this as news breaks. In another huge story, evangelist Willie Shepherd was caught in bed with pop star Evelyn. Evelyn, of course, has just turned 17. As many of you know, this will be the last broadcast of this news anchor.
Listen carefully to what I say. It's getting close to your judgment day. Don't waste your life over impiety, 'cause what you'll get isn't always what it seems. So take some time to figure out what's causing you all of this doubt. Don't be afraid to seal your fate. Get on your knees, don't hesitate. Take what you wanted from me. The rest won't come so easily. I'm giving you this one more
great big mystery, and it sure is worrying me. This diddy boy did it. This diddy boy did it. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy boy did it mean. The little girl about 4 feet 4. Come on, Papa, and give me some more of your diddy boy did it. Your diddy boy did it. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy boy did it mean. I went out and walked around. Somebody yelled, said, look who's in town. Mr. Diddy boy did it. Mr. Diddy boy did it. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy boy did it mean. Went to church, put my hat on his seat. Lady said on his seat, Daddy, you sure is sweet. Mr. Diddy boy did it. Mr. Diddy boy did it. I wish somebody would tell me what Diddy boy did it mean. I said, sister, I'll soon be gone. Just give me that thing you said on my diddy boy did it. My diddy boy did it. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy boy did it mean. Then I got put out of church cause I talk about diddy boy did it too much. Mr. Diddy boy did it. Mr. Diddy boy did it. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy boy did it mean.
But, and think about this, we would have the same manpower, the same brains and muscles we had before, but without our present incentives and opportunities. And that would change something else. Tools always come from savings. Government has nothing it does not take away from the people. With unlimited government, whether they wanted to or not, force would have to be used to take away our savings, just to get the tools they must have to carry on production. It's the difference between force and freedom. Nobody in his or her right mind would willingly sacrifice freedom for the iron discipline of a regimented state. It can't allow individual freedom, such as our free choice as customers. In a free economy, we are all each other's customers. Every farmer and rancher is free to farm or not to farm, free to work for himself or for somebody else, free to save and buy his own land, his own seed, to invest in more and better tools, free to sell what he produces for a profit or a loss. Every worker in this country has the right to live and worship and work as he chooses. It's as simple and fundamental as the right of workers to work and to bargain for their wages and working conditions, the right of management workers to manage, savers to invest, and the right of all of us freely to buy and sell. All this is part of what we have. Freedom for all is the key. We have the fastest growing, most powerful union labor force on earth. We have the best management on earth. The power of our freedom reaches all of us. We'll take up more of our great problems later. When you look around and think about what we have, don't forget for a moment that we do have more individual freedom. We're better clothed. We're more comfortable. We're further from starvation than the whip of the police state. We're far better off than the rest of the world. We have our great men and women, and we have some flannel-mouthed fools, too. We all want to live in a better world. We all want to have more. But there's no mystery about what we have or how to lose it. Let's look straight into this one. Let's talk about how to lose what we have and what that would mean to you.